it looks like a war zone.
Those words from RE/MAX broker owner Pat Diamond from Lake Charles, Louisiana, are ones that many people use to describe the unfathomable damage that hurricanes Katrina and Rita are responsible for in the Gulf Coast.
From what we can figure out, it pushed in the garage door, then knocked out the kitchen door, and the water went on the first 3 floors. I have a 5-level home, and the first 3 floors were completely inundated.
A real estate agent for many years in this area, Elena Alm worked from her home. She's trying to salvage some of her documents and winds up hanging them out to dry like laundry.
Initially, we figured, because we obviously couldn't live in here, that we'd have temporary living expenses. But there's a little clause, a little fine print in the policy that if the house is not livable because of flood, that the homeowners will not cover temporary living.
Sandra Damers is like thousands of Gulf residents who thought they were covered by some kind of insurance, only to discover the horrific reality that they aren't. What is real is that, like a multitude of Gulf residents, they're virtually wiped out.
This is an opportunity to show the world what RE/MAX is made of. We have people who are actually homeless. We're in the business of selling homes, and we have RE/MAX agents that are homeless. I think all of you understand now we've all have total loss of income for God knows how long, but at least we have shelter, we have a roof over our head. It's the agents who are truly homeless that I'm begging y'all to see if we can structure something that can help them kind of get back on their feet again.
From her mouth to God's ears, via RE/MAX.
Today we're kicking off a major fundraising effort, and it's to help our agents and that sort of thing. My co-founder, Gail, would love to be here. She would like the limelight, and she would also like to have the opportunity to ask you personally if you'd open up your wallets and your heart. Unfortunately, she fell down and broke her ankle and her leg, and it just went through surgery and cannot travel for another 5 weeks, so she could not be here. However, she did not break her wrist. Her hand worked fine, and today she wrote a check for $500,000 to the relief fund. In addition to that, RE/MAX International Headquarters wrote a check for $500,000 to start the effort. Now, I mentioned those 2 amounts not to be a braggart, not to say, look at me, I'm successful, and we've been, made some money and so on. I mention it to you because, number one, I want you to know I'll put my money where my mouth is. And I won't ask you to put money into something that I'm not willing to put a significant amount of money to.
An undertaking like that does not happen without an organization like the one at RE/MAX, without people like you, who will work on committees that will oversee the fund and the disbursements. RSN camera crews went to the region and produced the stories that were part of the special live primetime program to announce the RE/MAX Relief Fund. RE/MAX Senior Vice President Mike Reagan was among the company officers who went back to the Gulf to deliver the first of these cash gifts.
And we got to hug them and shake their hand, and we were fortunate to be able to provide each of them a purchase card with $4,000 on it that they could get out, maybe buy a meal or buy some clothes for their children, or maybe find another place to stay. And I want all of you to be proud of your accomplishments. We have touched the lives of hundreds of RE/MAX associates, but more importantly, I think we've sent a message that RE/MAX is a type of organization that cares about their people and does something about it.